it's Ren. Let's see what's making news. The Eurovision Song Contest is back for another year, with the first round kicking off last night. But Australia's campaign has unfortunately come to a heartbreaking end. Here's Joe.
Artists, funky outfits, and a red or blue carpet walk. No, it's not the Met Gala. That was in yesterday's show. It's Eurovision. The world's biggest song contest is back for its 67th rodeo, which this year is in Malmo, Sweden. Since the 1950s, it's helped launch many iconic acts, including ABBA, with winners being decided by audience votes. This year, 37 countries have thrown their best artists into the ring for their chance at musical glory, including Australia. And I know Australia isn't part of Europe, obviously. But Aussies have been big fans since the 1980s. And from 2015, we've had artists like Guy Sebastian, Jessica Mauboy, Montaigne, and Voyager competing for us. Flying the flag this year was South Australian electro-pop duo Electric Fields, performing their song One Milkali in the first round last night.
One Milkali is that blood connection that we all have, no matter what corner of the planet you're born.
It was the first time that Yankunytjatjara language and a yidaki have been performed at the comp. But if you're wondering why I keep saying was, well, sadly, it's because the duo have already been voted out. But while it's sad for many Aussies, there's plenty of love and pride for their performance.
TikTok has officially filed a lawsuit against the United States. The social media giant is trying to block a new law that is forcing them to either sell the app to non-Chinese owners or be banned right across America. You see, US lawmakers think the app could be a threat to national security. But TikTok says that's not true, calling the new law unconstitutional and unrealistic. Next up, the first Aboriginal artifacts to be taken by the British have been returned to their traditional owners after a long fight to get them back. Here's Jack with more.
It's the moment many Ggle and Dharawal people have been waiting for years now. The handing back of spears that once belonged to their ancestors.
We thank them for understanding that after 254 years, it was time for the spears to come home.
They're known as the Ggle spears. They're 4 of about 40 spears that were taken by Captain Cook and his crew in 1770 after he arrived at what we now know as Botany Bay. When Cook returned to the UK in 1771, he presented the spears to Cambridge University's Trinity College. Over the years, Indigenous artifacts ended up in institutions around the world. It's not just an issue for Australia. You see, European colonisers had a bit of a habit of taking things from the places they were, well, colonising. And here in Australia, many are hoping the Ggle spears could lead the way for more items being returned.
I really hope that other communities look at what we've done.
Nolene says that once the Ggle spears have landed back in Australia, they will go on display at the place where they were originally made.
For our people, it's important that those that were taken without permission is returned to the rightful owners.
Okay, I think I'm ready for my close-up. Just like these next stories, so that's really close up. First to these photos from yesterday's Met Gala featuring Katy Perry and Rihanna, and gosh, they looked good, considering they didn't actually attend. Yep, these images are AI generated and fooled heaps of people when they did the rounds on the internet yesterday, including Katy Perry's own mum. Scary. Now to Cuba, where hundreds of people gathered to break 2 world records. Not only did these guys set the record for the most people dancing salsa, rueda de casino style, at once, but they also set the record for the most rueda de casino circles at one time. I like those salsas! And finally to a zoo in the UK that's just welcomed baby Sally to the family. The camel is still learning how to move around and figure out how legs work. But she seems pretty keen to sort it on her own. Look at her shamelessly dodge those kisses. Oh, well, that's all we have time for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, not again.